In this video, we're going to look at one of the major principles of auspicious handwriting. Now, what is auspicious handwriting? That is handwriting which sets you up for a bright or positive outcome or future. So the handwriting reflects the internal state of your mind. So by correcting the handwriting, you can also affect the state of your mind, and that affects the state of your actions and attitudes, and that, of course, affects what happens to you and how people respond to you. So the first principle is maintain regular intervals between horizontal strokes. This is from my book, Shodo, The Art of Coordinating Mind, Body, and Brush. And I'm going to just read a little bit from that section. Okay, one thing that separates civilized from primitive man is skill in the orderly organization of intervals. We see it everywhere in society, people, data, and things spaced at regular intervals. Without a sense for the importance of intervals, cars could not proceed in traffic, buildings could not be built, books could not be printed. We would have neither music, gardens, nor parks. Parallel lines are nearly certain signs of human habitation. Characters in calligraphy are painted in a confined space with the strokes spaced at roughly equal intervals. The parallel spacing of horizontal strokes at equal intervals is known as to kankaku. You can see an example of it here. Equal spacing, equal intervals. This quality gives the character internal strength. It is a visible reflection of your own spatial awareness and unbroken concentration. This feature in handwriting correlates very closely with high scores on Japanese intelligence tests, good marks in schools, and efficient work procedures in an office environment. Carelessness usually results in lack of to kankaku, and it is not surprising that this too would be reflected in work habits. But perfect order is too austere. The point is control, not standardization. Still, only one who has mastered to kankaku can deviate from it with impunity. Ogishi, whose work is shown here, often broke the monotony of regularly spaced strokes deliberately to very good effect, as you see in these two characters. If this were the rule rather than the exception, we would have chaos. The break in rhythm is unexpected and therefore all the more effective. Partly because events in daily life are so predictable, we show great interest when they take a dramatic turn. So I'm going to now demonstrate how you can practice this and incorporate it into your handwriting and therefore into your awareness and the way that you live your life. So we have here some examples that show to kankaku more than others, but you can see where there are circles written here, and I'll provide an attachment with the teihon. You can see that this is where you have examples of equal interval spaces. You see this in several places. So let's take a look at this one. You can see where the squares are so that you want to imitate that as closely as you can. Tone, sut, tone, then tone, sut, and lift and touch. Tone, sut, tone, sut. Then this one is actually on the center line. And this is where you have that effect of equal spacing. Squeeze the lemon in the palm as you go down. These are equal height, actually. Tone, sut, and then tone, sut, lift, and keep going in the same direction. Okay, you have the character for kabu or root. And then this next one is a good example of to kankaku. So again, look at the internal space in the square. So you see that this, and place that first stroke really well. That'll make it much easier to do the others. This is just above the line, just below the line, equal space, over and across. This is slightly down from the one across it. You can think of it like a jigsaw puzzle. And this comes here, comes straight up. And then just pay really close attention that these are equally spaced. Very good. Okay. And then this next one, place that first stroke really carefully. Then this one is across from it, up, then the moon radical. Another example of where you can have equal spacing. Then the character for to forget, slightly to the right of center, comes below the line, across, slow down, come out, and here, come below the line, touch, lift and touch. There's a nice wave-like motion. It's a good rhythm. Although kaisho is difficult, once you catch the rhythm of it, it's quite relaxing, actually, to paint. Okay, and then you have very thin strokes across, equal spacing, move from the center to the outside. And this next one, maku. Pay attention to how far down it goes, how far across it goes, and then just keep putting those puzzle pieces really nicely in balance where they belong. And then the last one, move this up a bit.